Georgia's government is preparing to elect a new president, even as protesters are demanding a rerun of parliamentary elections held in October. And this time, the public won't be voting. Following changes to the constitution in 2017, candidates are to be elected by a committee of 300 government officials, politicians and regional authorities. And this committee is controlled by the governing Georgian Dream Party, something that's further angering people who say the last election was rigged with the help of Russia.
President should be elected by the people, and it's elected by colleagues. It's nothing. He's not legitimate because he's elected by non-legitimate government and non-legitimate parliament.
We are inside the courtyard of the Georgian parliament. It's quite the fortress here. Behind these layers of reinforced gates and barricades, this is where the tens of thousands of protesters gather every night. And opposition parties have refused to take their seats in these halls since the October 26 election because there was such a significant difference between the official result, 38%, and exit polls, which gave them over 50%. So they're not taking part in this presidential election, and there's only one candidate. His name is Mikhail Kavelashvili, a former striker for Georgia's national football team who also briefly played in the Premier League in the 1990s. He's been a politician for the past 8 years, not shying away from a brawl and pushing forward a controversial foreign agents law in May that led to talks with the EU on Georgia joining the bloc being frozen. The country's richest man and honorary chairman of the Georgian Dream Party, Bidzina Ivanishvili, picked him for the post.
Honesty, fairness, patriotism and loyalty to principles are the qualities that distinctly define Mikhail Kavelashvili. He represents the finest embodiment of the Georgian man.
Opposition leaders see Kavelashvili in a different light.
The only thing he has done, he just played football. He has no experience and no education and nothing that would connect him to, to diplomacy or international relations.
Like the opposition, outgoing President Salome Zurabishvili has called Georgia's government illegitimate. She said that she will not leave her post when her term expires at the end of the month and has called for the West to impose sanctions against the government. As Georgian Dream tightens its grip on the country's political system, opposition parties say they will continue supporting Zurabishvili as the legitimate president, even if she's forced into exile. Dmitry Medvedenko, Al Jazeera, Tbilisi.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.